Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. So I want to show you something super cute and then we're going to head outside to the garden. So just wait. Look at this. See these baskets? I got these for $7 each from Walmart on clearance. Walmart has a ton of clearance right now. You guys know I shop and love shopping clearance. So I got these specifically for storing potatoes. So today's video, we're gonna go outside and try and harvest some potatoes. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. My first time growing potatoes was last year and it was a complete flop. User error, because I was growing them in containers and I started them in my house and I didn't want a huge mess. The containers were like odd shaped, so I didn't put a drainage hole in the pots, because in my mind I figured once I moved them outside I'll just pop a few holes. That's really easy to do. And I moved them out but forgot to put the holes in. So last year's potatoes didn't make it. They all rotted in the pot. So this year I made sure the pot had holes. I sowed them in the same pots, but I planted them later in the season so I didn't have to keep them in my house. And then I also planted, because I got a bag from a local store of potatoes. I don't know the variety, cannot remember, so I'm not gonna be putting that on the screen, so I don't have it. But anyways, so I planted some in some of my raised beds, and then we've got these pots. But today we are going to check out these pots and then maybe grab a few from the raised beds just to see. I do know that I have sweet potatoes out there. I started those, did my sweet potato slips indoors and then planted them outside. Now I planted those later on, probably late June, mid-June. So I don't know if they're quite ready yet. I don't know if I'll have a lot of tubers from the sweet potatoes, but the potatoes should be ready. So let's go take a look at them. Let me stop talking. Let's go outside. Okay, so I'm going to be dumping the pots in here so that I don't make a huge soil mess on the patio. But here are the pots right here. These two are the ones that I'm going to be really collecting today, especially this one because all of the foliage is gone. I can see some potatoes up here, and some of them, like this, kind of to me looks a little green. So I don't know if that's quite ready to harvest, you know, but there's no like, we've got a little bit here. I'm gonna harvest it and see what it looks like, and then, you know, we'll decide later on if we don't want to keep it or if it's too green or we did it early. But these guys have been in pots like long enough, in my opinion, especially with the foliage dying back. That's a sheer sign that, like, okay, it's time to harvest. All right, time to search. Okay, rotten old tubers. Ooh, that's cute. That's pretty cute, little tuber. Put him here. Ooh, so tiny and cute. Oh my gosh, these are adorable. Okay, I see original tubers. Let's see what's going on. Got this guy. Okay. These are pretty small so far. Here's a teeny little baby one. My little will like that. She likes small things. Okay. That's cute. So here's the haul from the first bin. Honestly, I was expecting more potatoes, but I'm not upset at this. They are little, they're cute. We can definitely eat. Bucket number 2. All right, let's see what we get. I see some nice bugs in here. Tiny. Tiny little potato babies. Tiny little taters. Awesome. I wish I could remember the variety. I'm sure I have a video of it somewhere. I don't think I posted a video. Okay, a bug. Anyway, I don't think I posted the video just because I didn't like how it came out. But I know it's probably somewhere. I have to have something, or took a picture of the bag. Sometimes I'll take a picture of a bag of something just to have it so I know what something is. Because I don't do videos and, you know, post about every single thing that I plant and grow. That would just be too much. But sometimes I do save those. We'll save a picture of a packaging so I can remember. Oh my gosh, that one is so cute. All right, what do we got here? This is like an Easter egg hunt. I love it. Here's the harvest. So this is 2 containers full. There's a lot of teeny ones. So let me just show you. That's small. But then you got some that are like this small. So we've got a lot of little baby ones. We've got a lot of just regular small ones. There's nothing that is obscenely large. But I think this was a good haul. We'll definitely eat these. What I'll do is let these cure for a couple of days out in the sun. And then I'll bring them in the house and put them in those baskets that I showed you guys. And then here's the green one that I was kind of worried about. He has like some greenness up here. Probably won't eat him. He'll probably either go to compost or maybe even be able to use him as a seed potato for the following year. Hey guys, so today is my second potato harvest that I want to show you. I showed you the first one where I was harvesting the potatoes in containers, and now I'm going to harvest my potatoes that are in raised beds. So this is my first year getting actual potatoes that weren't mushy and rotten because of a user error. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know the varieties. I do know that there was one purple variety that I wish I would have kept the names, like take a picture of the package or something. I know I did, but that stuff I have to like dig deep down for, and a lot of those photos are probably moved off onto hard drives somewhere. So yeah, I apologize. I don't know what potatoes I grew, but if you know, leave it in the comment section. I would love to know what potatoes I grew this year. Thank you ahead of time. Nice and juicy. These look good. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 look at that. The petunia. That is good. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. So good. Look at this worm, looks so juicy. Look at him. Why do you look like that? I think these are from a potato vine, which is really strange because I didn't think that they would produce some sort of fruit-like substance. I'm gonna go Google it and see what Google says about this because I'm unsure. So how gorgeous is this space right here? It has literally filled in to where I can't even walk through there without stepping on something. Nasturtium mountain giant. My sweet potato vines have finally kicked it into high gear and are pushing out tons of growth. They're looking big and bushy like I like. I've got this concolus here that's looking gorgeous. Okay, this isn't a garden tour. Let me get over here to these potatoes and let me show you guys the harvest. So I read something that said don't leave your potatoes in too long or they will start to rot or get pest issues. And so I kind of tried to wait till the leaves began to yellow. So I pulled out everything and this is what I have. I don't believe they were in the ground for very long, probably like 2, maybe 3 months in the ground. I kind of planted them late, but this, to me, this is awesome. The potatoes that were planted here in this raised bed are much bigger than the potatoes I planted in containers. And here is one of the containers there. So the size difference is unmistakable. They're huge. And then the ones in containers are so much smaller, but there's lots of itty bitty baby ones as opposed to these big ones here. So definitely next year I'm going to do my potatoes in raised garden beds. I don't know if it will be these 2 beds or not, or any of these beds back here, but definitely I loved the potato foliage as it was tumbling over this side. I mean, it's, well, okay, Mr. Bird, where are you? What are you? Well, you sound really cute. Thanks for interrupting my video. I wonder if that's a cardinal. I can't see it, but it sounds really pretty. So yes, the potato foliage is not hideous. So, I mean, it was gorgeous trailing over the bed. Now, the question that I had is if my potato produced, like, it produced these fruits. Like, I'm guessing these have potato seeds in them. So they look a lot like a berry. I don't think that these are edible. If, you know, I would not eat them, and I would highly suggest that anyone thinking of eating them to do some extensive research, because it's not something that I guess is commonly known. So yeah, definitely do more research on this if you're interested in learning more about the potato fruits. I'm guessing, you know, obviously these dry out. You can get seeds from them and grow your potatoes from seeds. But as far as eating these, proceed with extreme caution. Extreme caution. So now this bed is looking so empty in the front, but what's exciting is first of all, it killed the grass right there, but I get to really like cut the grass and edge everything up that's around it, because these were there. I could not do anything. I didn't want to, just because they were so pretty. I didn't want to harm them. But look how both of these beds look here. Like, beautiful. I love having that balance there now. So pretty. And I think it's only slightly off the 2 beds, so I don't know. I might have a hard time dealing with one bed being off, being the bed to the left slightly off. I might be able to move it a little bit. Maybe like the hubby and I can like push it towards the other bed, towards the right a bit, but I don't know. It was just so hard to like place them correctly. So these guys are going to sit out here for 24 hours. I'm going to allow them just to dry out in the sun. And then I'm going to move them in the screened-in porch with our other potatoes that are drying out and curing. They will cure for about 2 weeks, and then I will store them. Now look at this. I knew this guy was in here. This is why. This is like the gross part of gardening. He was coming out. I think he got shy. Was a slug. Let me get him out. Gross. Look at that. Ew. Get out. So obviously I don't want to eat this potato because look how gross it is. And he just, where did he go? He's in here being disgusting. Like I'm not gonna feed this to my, oh, something else came out. Yeah, so, oh, there's something. Potato bugs or roly-polies. Well, that slug went deep. That slug went deep in there. Gross. So this is where we are drying the potatoes from containers. Now, I will say a couple of these are from the raised bed that I just pulled potatoes out of. And it's these purple potatoes that I don't have an ID on. But I got a few of these. Now, I only planted like 2 slips of this, or actually 2 to 3 seed potatoes of this purple, because I bought one of those little packages from the big box stores that has like, you know, a few seed potatoes in it, and then I let it sit so long because I had forgotten about it, and I only had like less than a handful of viable seed potatoes to plant out. But I did get this from it, and I'm really excited to try these out. I accidentally, my nail accidentally cut this one, and it bled purple. So I'm excited to cut that open. I definitely want to grow more purple potatoes next year. Now, I have not harvested my sweet potatoes yet. I'm going to leave them in a little bit longer. They were kind of blocked out from sun from the potato vines. So I'm going to let the sweet potatoes sit for another week or 2 and see what happens. But these here are from containers. All of these small potatoes are from containers. They're all totally edible except maybe this one with the green on it. I don't know about him. And then I won't eat any of these like gnarly looking ones. Only the things that look good we'll eat. This is like one night of potatoes for my family. So these will go really fast once they're once they're fully cured. Then we'll probably have a night where we just smash all of those, just done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you got to see the difference in planting in containers and planting in raised garden beds, which the raised garden bed is like a container also, but it provides a lot more square footage for the potatoes to really fill out. There is a big difference in size from the potatoes that I started in the pots as opposed to the raised beds. And the potted potatoes were planted before the raised bed potatoes. So if that gives you any indication of how you can plant or how you should plant your potatoes next year, it's all up to you. So do what works for you. If you have only potting space for potatoes and you don't garden in raised beds and you don't garden in ground, containers, do containers. Give your potatoes the biggest container you possibly can and just do your best. You will get a potato harvest, and those potatoes will be absolutely delicious. They don't have to be ginormous. They don't have to grow into ginormous, like, what are the big potatoes, like the Yukons? Like, no, a harvest is a harvest. So enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Bye.